we go hard. Israel, we go hard. You can do your own thing, but you can't go hard. It's us. Israel, we go hard. Israel.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Solution Speak, based in Nairobi, Kenya, recorded in Truthfire Studios. This is your host, Ak Yatilio, and my little sister.
Akot Nashamia.
Yes, this is, again, Solution Speak. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. That's YouTube. Google Podcasts, finally, they knew the vibe. They was like,
They wanted us to be great.
They was like, Solution Speak is doing a thing. They sent us a message like, y'all the number 2, the second biggest podcast in Nairobi. Don't look that up. And they was like, we just have to have y'all on us. No, hold on. We have to have us on a platform. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Apple Podcasts, that's YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever you need. Like
all that good stuff.
Wherever you want to find it, like just search Solution Speak. We more search than Andrew Tate, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, don't again, take our word for it. We Hebrews. Don't look it up. Just take our word. No, I'm saying like we Hebrew. We don't lie. What Hebrews lie? Yeah, y'all. So today's topic is we talk about representation, and in representation we talking about in the good and the bad of what we need to see and what we need to become, just in like on a personal level, on a generational level, and how that representation can be implemented into just like forward movement for this generation and next, really. So Nashamia, what do you think representation, like when you hear representation, what does it bring to mind for you?
People who like showed an example, like showed me why, like, okay, I would say a person who leads by example, my bad.
But can representation just mean like I'm not trying to represent nobody. I'm just like I'm doing me.
You represent yourself
I'm not
as
saying,
well.
if anything, I'm representing myself, but
You
I'm
can
not like
do
trying
that.
to represent like the youth or young men. I'm just trying to like do my thing. Do you think it's okay to just do that for yourself, or is there a requirement to do that in service of others?
It depends what's your goal, because if you're doing it in a selfish way where like you're the only one benefiting from it, then it's kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't match with the idea of the whole.
Okay, so who do you think say the Kenya jurisdiction, who do you think represents us?
I mean, you have Abba, Doami, they represent.
And let's say back in Israel, who do you have like the different ministries? So let's say from the youth, who do we have representing us? Because I don't think we have anybody like that's set as the representative for the youth.
I mean, it was supposed to, I think there is the Wild M Council supposed to represent the youth. Whoever's the head, I'm not sure who's the head now.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know, fam.
Yeah, I think so. It's supposed to. I mean, that's supposed to be one of the entities, you know?
So it's an entity in itself.
Yeah, supposedly.
I don't know. I think when I hear representation, I just think it almost comes to like you have somebody and they get like you give them credit for stuff. Like with representation, I think comes like a bit of credit and a bit of like reward system also. Appreciation in a way. And I feel like sometimes that people who are representing their entity or their ministry or whatever, there just isn't enough appreciation for that. And so it's like, why do I want to put in all the work to be a representative of this and that if everybody's gonna be like, whatever, you know? It kind of negates and it kind of makes you like not motivated to do anything. Where it's like no matter what you do, it's like nothing's gonna happen.
But I get what you're saying, but as an adult, you learn that not every time you do something great, somebody is gonna clap for you.
Nah, facts.
As you get older, you learn that.
Clap for yourself.
Yeah, that have to be, because
Clap for yourself.
But the thing is, people watching you no matter what. People watching you, and just because they don't say anything doesn't mean they not watching you. You feel me?
Nah,
But it's
definitely.
also, I understand what you're saying. It's nice to get a little clap every now and
Yeah,
then.
somebody going, damn, I mean, dag, man. Like, I see what you're doing, and, you know, like, I think that day of appreciation should go into representation. Where, and I think, like, what you were saying also, just, like, switch subjects a little bit. Back to what you were saying, like, a couple episodes ago, where you have a representative from each ministry, and they represent that ministry, and that creates, like, the Holy Council, in a way. So, like, that kind of makes sense to me in representation, where it's, like, I trust that Neshamia is a representative for the youth. So she comes to us, she's like, yo, what y'all think about this? We give our feedback. We can go to her with ideas, and she takes it to the highest echelon.
And that's how you can build. That's how you can build, because you can't keep talking about what's this, what's that, if you're not, like, really interested in building and making something better.
It's kind of weird. This might be a bad example, but it's like, you know how you building a house? You have an architect, you have a construction guy, you have a contractor. So you have all these people.
You have your builders.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you're missing an architect and you're still trying to build. It's like, you can probably build. Like, the chance of you building is possible. But you're going to run into so many other problems. Like, I think leaving the youth out and that representation of the youth is something that's, like, lacking in a way. Because even that spirit to just go at it head on, and that youthfulness, that just, like, no matter how like, exposed or how kind of out there you are as an older person, you don't have that grit to just wake up and just go at it no more. That's what, because you just have all this excess energy. So you just going at it. Like, I mean, that's why they say, like, when you young, go after all your dreams and do it, because you have the energy for it. Cause you can put that energy into doing something
And
dumb.
responsibilities. As you get older, you have kids and all that stuff. You might be worried about your body.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think responsibility goes along with age, per se. Because you got some young people, man, that's really, I mean, they're responsible because they...
That's true.
I look at guys like, shout out to Dael with his yoga company. Shout out to him. Small business, growing. I'll be seeing him on Instagram. Man, just... Listen, I'm out here doing yoga sometimes. I'm like, wow. Dael got these yoga moves. They like, he does like tissue repairment, like workout stuff, like recovery. So that's what most I be looking at. I ain't doing like no upward dog. I'm not that flexible yet. You feel me?
You know that's so easy, right?
Dude.
That's the easiest one.
Shut up. Dude, I'm not. Listen, after dance class, I stopped. Like, I don't stretch as much. Even in dance class, I wasn't that flexible.
You know, when you work out, you gotta stretch or you end up swollen
I do stretch,
on
but I don't
muscles.
stretch like... People be doing like 30-minute,
Talking about
45-minute
stretch your
stretches.
soul?
No.
You try to stretch your soul?
No, bro. These teachers used to have us doing stretches for like 15, 20 minutes. Like the first, like 30 minutes of the class is just stretching. You know how mad I was? I was like, we gonna dance these white dancers. Let's dance. Like, why you be stretching? And she be like pushing your back, bro. They be hurting so bad. It's like, bro, calm down, fam. Like, I'm trying to stretch.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
But I think in terms of like representation, in terms of like having somebody like Dael, in terms of like the ministry of health, you put somebody like Dael in there. Where it's like in every ministry you have somebody young, at least one representative of somebody young that can just give a fresh input, just a fresh spin on the things that you're doing now.
We're not talking about 40 years young, by the way. Because that's crazy.
Girl, remember hit that? How old you turn this year? 60 years young. Ain't nothing young about 60.
It's either you look young or you just 60.
What? What a
Honesty
violation.
is the best policy. What?
Now you came today just... You coming for the eldest box?
No,
actually 60 is not old though.
60 is not old, but people be looking like dead and dying at 60.
People
like,
be looking like 60 is the last straw. I feel like Did you just accept this and just? But you know that's what it is though. You ever heard about that? It's not a theory, but it's more like if you tell somebody that they're dying, their body and their brain, and when they believe it with their brain, their body just start acting up.
That's because some people let their man take too much control over the real deal.
And you low-key start dying. Like you really start
Yeah.
like they had this cancer patient guy, right? He comes into the hospital and his doctor tells him like, "Oh yeah, bro, you dying of cancer like stage 4." And he like, "No way." Brady, he went crazy. He started getting skinny and this and that. He was really, his health was really going for it.
Oh, I know this story. And turns out my boy wasn't even sick.
Yeah. Then the doctor comes like weeks later after he done lost it already. Tells him he good within like 2 days. Regular schmegular.
I promise, everything is a mindset. But
It's
nowadays,
a mental thing, man.
you like with the youth and stuff. Like a lot of people like have okay. For me personally, sometimes when I'm not like when my mood is off, I don't eat. Like it's just weird.
Really?
And some people it's the opposite. When they feeling nervous and stuff, they eat a lot, right? And it's like, yeah, you never heard of nervous eat? Wait, what is it? It's nervous eating, something like that.
Don't make this sound like, don't take this in the wrong context. But I thought only like bigger boned people did those things.
No, that's how they get big.
Oh.
Okay, but my whole point is nowadays youth like their emotions control what they do.
But that's
like let me tell you, you not like you break up with your girlfriend, right?
Oh.
No, I'm just giving an example.
Make it personal.
No, I'm saying like you break up with your girlfriend, right? And then you start feeling sick, you throw up. Like it's crazy. Like that happened to people. It sound crazy, but that happened.
Because, all right, so
you throwing up?
story time, right? Story time.
You throwing up.
So the one, the girlfriend I had in Israel, right? Shout out to you, right?
So stupid.
But like, I couldn't eat. Like, I'm ready. You know, making busting food. Like, I'm ready. I'm trying to eat, and I'm just standing on my plate like.
His heart was.
My heart was just not with it. I take a spoon. Whatever, man.
You having a heartbreak anniversary?
Nah. Bro, listen. Nah, but I understand that. I'm not throwing up.
No, but that happened to some people. Like, they get really sick.
That's crazy.
I heard one time.
You gotta be so, like...
No, let me tell you, dude. Like...
Attached?
It's crazy. No, it's crazy. Like, I promise to you, it's so crazy. Like, one time I heard about, like... I heard about a couple, right? They broke up. And then, like, why they started feeling sick, right? They started feeling sick. Why they black out?
What? No.
Oh, God. I promise to
How
you.
How attached do you need to be to that
They
person?
blacked out. And only when it was, like, they was apart from each other, right? They wasn't in the same, like, room and stuff. They come together. One of them wake up.
Oh? Nah.
I swear.
That's a Romeo and Juliet stuff.
No, but stuff be happening like that in real life.
I don't...
It doesn't sound believable. What you want? It happened.
No. It probably happened, right? It's
It
probably
definitely
believable.
happened.
But the chances of me being not attached to somebody is crazy.
Your soul gotta be like connected. Like,
No, but I think the only person I liked that much was like, shout out to you, right? Huh? The only person like in my whole lifetime I've ever liked to that extent.
that's a deep extent.
Like,
that's like your heart, like literally boom.
Like it was.
That's like a bomb ticking on your heart.
Listen,
Like that's a boom. That's a punch.
Listen, I walked home and I was just like,
Your cell phone.
I'm trying to touch my hands and it's like my hand is numb, ready.
Your hands.
Your foot ever got numb? Hold on.
Shaking like a
Wait,
leaf.
your foot ever got numb walking?
Yeah.
Like you're like sitting on my tattoo and it's uncomfortable, and like you get up and your foot just like fall asleep. Bro?
I hate when that happens.
Listen, I'm like,
You
my
gotta
legs
move
is
yourself?
tweak, bro. I'm tweaking back home.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sure.
no way. Why I like this person as much? But no, listen. She was definitely worth all the loving. I mean, of course, all good things must come to an end at some point. But
Depressed people say.
this is a nice way. It's such a nice way of saying that. Stop playing with me.
That's
all
so
good things
depressed.
must come to
That's
an
so
end.
depressed. That's so depression.
It's just like pressing. I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes
That's
you gotta accept reality for what it is.
That's a pessimistic mindset.
Not really.
It is.
You know what my life told me, Reddy?
What?
He was like, the reason I don't get attached to like girls and stuff, because like eventually everybody's gonna leave. And I was like,
ooh, why is that so?
No, but like think about it, right? Dad gone, girls are just gonna leave you just cause you don't make them happy no more.
What?
Cause you working, being an alpha male. I'm kidding, but I'm saying like it. He told me at like 16, dude, and it stuck with me. Like even to this day, I was like sometimes still be thinking like, man, eventually everybody's gonna go. Like eventually you gonna get a husband, have some kids, you gone. Shamir gone. Shatila's already gone, right? She in Dubai every week. I mean, big money teams, right? The point is, like, eventually, you're just gonna be alone. So you just...
That's your choice, though.
Not really.
It is.
Not really.
If you can't get a girl over here, that's sad.
Oh. No, I'm talking about someone like with genuinely, like, unconditionally, which is impossible for a guy to unconditionally just love you, because there's always strings, money, and...
It's hard for a girl to unconditionally love.
Like,
well, I mean, if you just trying to be out there just to get a bag, like, just trying to get somebody to take care of you.
Man, listen. I think it's...
Girls don't unconditionally love people nowadays, dude.
They don't.
They don't. They do not love somebody.
Everything comes out of price.
Yeah, like,
Everything
they not going to stay with you no matter what.
Yeah, they don't know
you kill somebody, they going to stay with you.
Here's the thing, with guys, it's like, we can live under a bridge. As long as I'm with you, we good. And I'm going to do as much as I can to get us out of this bridge.
But that's not how all guys are nowadays.
But Brady, listen. These guys out here, right?
Some punks.
I think they're being conditioned to be like that. Mm-hmm. But I think mostly is, I don't know. It's tough when women tell you like, oh yeah, you're nothing to me if you aren't useful. Like that's such a tough thing.
You're nothing to me unless
like, you're
useful.
Unless you're useful, you're replaceable.
What if guys just choose the wrong girls?
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think to an extent. Like if you get with some girl who you know is just like Vishesh, then yeah, like you got what you asked for.
But dudes, let me tell you something. I see this a lot. Like dudes, they would get like the dumbest girls. I no offense, some girls are dumb. I'm just saying, y'all gotta be. Let's all be honest. I'm just being honest. And then let me tell you what happened with dudes. They get with one dumb girl, and then he's like, man, all y'all girls is some roaches. Like a lot of guys do that. It's like after their first heartbreak, they just for the streets. A lot of guys are like that.
But here's the thing, though, right? You think you found you like a really good girl, right? I mean, let's take me for example, right? No, actually, let's not take me. Let's not make this personal, all right? Let's take some hypothetical John, right? So John meets this girl, right? Let's say like they 18, 19, whatever. Birdie, he head over heels. He in love. She also in love. Compared to him, this is it. This is the one I'm going to be with, the one I'm going to marry, right? He give every ounce, every percentage of his heart to this girl. I mean, like, there's nothing he wouldn't do. There's not a mountain he won't climb, a star he won't
get
conquer.
To the point.
But listen. Because you have to understand, like, the extent that guys love these girls. Mm-hmm. And then you find out, like, oh, she cheating on you. Like, she does something to just shatter man's heart. I mean, because, like, girls, you can be heartbroken, but there's, like, endless guys in your DMs trying to get with you. So you can kind of, like, oh, I have all these options. I ain't really like that. I ain't really down bad. But with guys, it's like, you didn't put your whole all into this girl. There's no number two ready. There's no second, third place. It's just you and her. Mm-hmm. And all that is gone. And it's because apparently all the loving she told you she had for you is trash. It was all in your head, it's all a lie. Do you know what that does to a guy's mind? Like it.
I get it. That's why they.
Because you like, because you spend like the next 5 years of your life just picking up the pieces of your heart, fam. You trying to make sure like this is like I think every guy that's like that you're talking about, because even me, I was like that. You made a promise to yourself, never again.
Yeah, that's why I said after that one heartbreak, they just be outside, and then I'm not saying that y'all just like, I'm not saying it like as the worst thing in the world, but I'm saying and like it's very popular. Like, that's a popular thing nowadays.
And who's doing this? Who's doing the heartbreaking?
And let me tell you, all of them don't boss up from that. They don't become no alpha male after that. They come some little punks that just sleep with everybody and then try to commit to a girl and then sleep with another girl talking about, you thought I was feeling you?
What? You just trying to use that. No, but I think like somebody who helped me with that was like, you're right. Mm-hmm. Well, he was like, I see what direction you're going in, buddy.
Yeah, you a little fool.
You moving to the dark side of the moon. Like you
want to go to
the Darth Vader side. You moving to the dark side quick, bro. I was like, oh, this is the nature of women. Like, this is all women do, right? Especially the 20.
You was one of those boys. No, that I was just talking about.
Facts, because I was
heartbroken.
You heartbroken. You hurt, and you realize like, no matter how much you love somebody, it'll never be enough. You know what that does to you?
Yeah, it plays on your on your mind real hard. How much
you give somebody, there's nothing you can do that'll make them stay. Mm-hmm. And you're right, was like, hey man, listen, this is the harsh reality of the world, man.
It's time to boss up.
It's tough, but get in the gym, right? Get your bag up and get in the gym. Start reading, self-development, get your mind right. And you'll forget about this. Not you forget about her, but there's better things to focus on.
You'll grow more.
And I think a lot of guys, like, a percentage of guys can only, like, mess with the kind of girl you're talking about. Like, not every guy is Michael B. Jordan looking guy. Like, not every guy is like that. Mm-hmm. So, not every guy can just go out and just go to a club and just get any kind of girl. Like, most guys, like, no matter how much sauce you got, she gonna look at you and go like, dude, what right in my face? So, like, most guys just go and they just work out. And, I mean, a percentage of them just get all mean and just hate women and misogynistic, but I think a bigger percentage of guys just understand what the reality of the world is. Like, you aren't nothing if you can't provide for a woman. And guys are willing to accept that, you know? But I think as women in reverse, and like a lot of people don't talk about this, is women in reverse, when that happened to them, they get their heart broken, so they go out and they sleep around with a lot of guys.
Girls do the same, yep.
And the difference is, they don't go through the self-development thing. Because the self-development thing for girls is
emotional.
Guys ain't nothing. Mm-hmm. You don't need men. Like, that's all they can, like, grab onto. That's all women is talking about these days. Guys don't ain't nothing. All they're going to do is cheat on you. And, like, if you've been cheated on at least once, you're going to be like, you right. That's all they're going to do. Every man in the world is up to the same thing. He going to get with you, cheat on you, sleep with you, mess with your best friend, and so like they go through this thing of dudes ain't nothing, right? They sleep around, whatever. They get to a point. Do you know, in women is quite the interesting thing that once like you get to a certain like amount of dudes you've slept with, then like you kind of like you desensitize to it.
Oh yeah, so my daughter was telling me about that.
It's not even exciting. Mm-hmm. Your body count don't matter to you, so it's just
that attachment is not even there no more.
It's gone. It's gone. Once you lose that ability, I think it's something spiritual. It's not something like physical.
It's like your chakra, something with the chakras.
Something's off. Well, listen,
just off.
You move in any kind of way, and once that's gone, it's really interesting because they get to about like 30, 35, right? Let's say they're successful.
You want to lose.
They just like, man, you know what I deserve? Not want. What I deserve.
Deserve
is
crazy.
A monogamous man. It's like, whoa.
Not you.
And already, not monogamous only, but monogamous, 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6-pack. I mean, they want the work. So, but it's like, no one's talking about what these men want from these kind of women. And it's quite interesting because they tell the women like, man, you can have anything you want. Not you can have it. You also deserve it, Brady. Mm-hmm. No matter what you've done in your life, no matter what you've accomplished, haven't accomplished, you deserve.
That's crazy.
No matter if you're 200 pounds, Brady. No matter if you're just a bad person, you deserve.
Deserve is a big word.
Deserve is such a crazy word because
it's so misused.
And it's also like, no guy walks around like, you know what I deserve? I'm a 4, Brady. A 4 is like, you know what I deserve? A girl that's a 10.
Boy, get your little 4 looking stuff out of here.
The world would be like...
I would laugh.
No, bro. Listen, unless you're Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, it ain't happening for you, buddy. It ain't happening for you. And like guys willing to accept that. And so they get up, they get their money right, they start listening to Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate. and they get in the gym and they do their stuff.
But you know the thing about that is what you were saying before. Girls is dumb though. I ain't gonna lie. Girls is hella dumb. Like they would no. They like girls. Us girls like we attracted to mean dudes. Like you be mean to us. That's like a turn on. Like you get like that is so dumb to me. Like that's so dumb. And there's so many girls like that.
I don't think. I think when you saying it's like it's kind of harsh, but it's more like
it's the truth.
It's the truth. But like what I realized is this is I think something that Zakia showed me. He was like, people want what they can't have all the time. Like that's
like a human psychology.
It's a human thing. People want what they can't have. So if you're a good-looking guy and you know this girl wants you, the dumbest thing you can do is go after her. Worst thing you can do.
I think people like to chase.
No. Because really, listen.
Maybe that sounds kind of rough.
Every guy is trying to get her number. There's not a guy but there's not a guy she talks to that's not trying to, like, at some point in the conversation, trying to hit on her. Trying to flirt. Trying to get her number. Trying to get her Instagram. Take her out for dinner. Whatever. If you're the one guy that see her and just like, whatever. Bro, she gonna be like, who is this guy?
But I think girls...
What is he about?
I think girls like that, though, I feel like they have really low self-esteem.
I don't think so. Because, like, guys...
I think so.
Because it's different for guys and girls.
I'm talking about girls, not guys. I'm saying,
well, girls, like, they want the guy that they have to put in effort for.
No. They know what they have, so they're going to use it to their advantage.
Who, the girl or the guy?
Yeah, the girl. And I'm saying that she expects compliments from other guys.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, because I was just born this beautiful. All my life I've been told I was beautiful. Yeah. So you telling me that I'm not wow. It's going to break my heart because inside I know that I'm not. It's like inside everybody been telling me this, but do I believe that myself? It's like I see what I see in the mirror, but it's just like Michael Jackson, dude. Everybody in the world knew that man was fine, but my boy...
I'm not going to say he's fine.
Oh my God. The point is, you get my point.
I get your point.
Man tried to change himself a lot of times and I get why, like, besides that point, but I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying, but also I have to disagree a little bit because I think these women, like, you can take like all levels. It's really weird. So you can go from like a 4 to like a 10, right? But let's take the 10s for example. You getting DMs from athletes. You getting DMs from actors, like the highest echelon of men in the world, not in your hometown. Not in Dimona, not in Nairobi, in the world, flying you out, Dubai, LA, Miami. Bro, at 18, 19, 20, do you know the ego? You give it like, do you know you developing a monster, birdie? You telling them, oh yeah, you're fine. You're now better than like most other people. That's just basic, right? You're not a normal person no more. You're higher than that, birdie. So all you're looking for now is athletes, actors, musicians.
Let me tell you, after one breakup from one of those one guys that you thought you was in love with, shows you watch, they gonna break like a little cracker.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing I don't understand about that, right? It's kind of sad that people want monogamy, but they want monogamy from guys that are like have access to any woman they want in the world. Mm. If you want monogamy and you're like an 8. Get a guy that's like a 6. Get an
average
7. He gonna make you his queen. He'll do anything in his whole lifetime just to make you happy.
I don't understand what's wrong with average. I would definitely be with somebody average. Like why not?
I think
average
the thing is
beautiful.
People like a couple years ago, like let's say 20, 30 years ago, people was okay with average because like if you average, you get with an average person. Quite simple. You see 10s with 10s. You see 9s with 9s and 8s and like you see people in that range of what they look like or what they accomplish or whatnot. But what makes people so going for like the 6-figure guy or stuff like that is when someone's telling you like, girl, no matter what you look like or no matter what you've done in your life, you deserve a 10. You deserve an athlete. You deserve. So you in your head, Brady. You like, yeah, I do. Who needs to, Brady? Why do I need to work on myself? Why do I need to self-improve? Why do I need to work out? You know why? Because body positivity, I'm a woman. And, well, just those two, and I deserve the world is my oyster.
We just got so off topic.
No. Listen.
Let's go back to our topic.
No. Let me round it up. Don't play me. Let me round it up, right?
Wrap it up.
No, I said round it up, not wrap it up, you nut.
No, wrap it
But
up.
what I'm saying is, you need somebody like these days. You need somebody that represents just like true feminine energy. Somebody like really in a feminine energy that's in those spotlights, that's in those highlights to show women like, look, you being feminine is good. If you an average looking person, give it an average looking guy who's gonna treat you like, get a good guy.
Treat you right.
Average looking, not average looking, get you a good man. Okay, who's gonna treat you right, the way you want to be treated. And I think that's relative to who you're speaking with, because people think good is buying you a Louis V bag. But I'm saying, like, treat you with respect and treat you with honor and somebody like that. And I don't think you can ever go wrong. But I think there's, like, a lack of representation from women. And I think more on the men's side also for, like, the average guys. I think that representation for, like, the average guys. And in terms of just, man, I'm a good guy. I'm going to treat you right. I'm just doing my thing. I don't make six figures. I don't drive a Bugatti. And I don't have that. I work a blue-collar job, and I'm just, hey, man, I'm trying to take care of you, take care of my family. And I think having that representation between men and women would be good for a whole. It's like, it's a reality check for people. Like,
worldwide.
You average, man. Like, what's wrong with being average? I mean, unfortunately, right? No, fortunately for me, I'm quite above average in all.
You're like an 8. Barely that. 7.5.
I don't know, though. 8 is solid. Like, who's a 10? Okay, give me a 10 so I can know who's a 10. No. As a guy, who's a 10? Like, is Michael B. Jordan a 10?
I don't know him.
I'm talking in terms of looks. We're talking about looks. Nothing else. Looks. You know Natakya. What is Natakya? Like a 9?
Why you ask me your friend?
No, because everybody's saying Natakya's like a 9. So
wait,
like,
what? That's little buff.
Listen, that's because you see him. Listen. That's also the thing about sisters also. Right, Natakya, shout out to Natakya, right?
I see him.
That's my brother. That's his little sister. When you see somebody that look homeless in the morning, right? They just go down points just already. Like if you see,
I think he just with you.
No.
Y'all like a 7.5.
That's because you see Natakya.
No, y'all didn't bust up all the way.
No, because no. You see him walk out of my room with like sleep in his eye, and
y'all boys.
and he got some food. Like you ain't like when you see that, it's like 7.
Stumbling on you.
Exactly, but if you see him like how other girls see him, like when he just dressed up, you'll be like, Taysha, a little 9. 9.5.
No, but y'all not. I feel like 10. Like to be a 10, you gotta like own. Like you have to own up to that. Like you have to have. You have to have stuff going on.
No, we talking about looks. Strictly on looks. Here's the thing, though. I think with looks comes like there's like a look of confidence. You gotta be confident. Like you can see these things from looks. Like you can just tell. You see somebody, you can tell. That's a charming young man. Like you can just the way he walk, confident, shoulders back, chest out, head up.
That's how you walk.
Bro, I look like I own Nairobi. Listen. Who owns Westlands? Like, it must be him. Mzungu. It was him.
Mzungu.
No, but definitely. Bro, why you hating on Natakya?
I am not. I'm just saying.
Gamliel, run it.
Y'all on the
Actually,
same.
hold on, yeah. Gamliel always look like he always in slats in a t-shirt. Hold on. Who be looking smooth? Malak always looks smooth. I ain't never seen Malak. No. I've seen Malak look homeless. You, alright, let's say Malak. What are we saying? Be honest. Straight off looks.
I would say a 8.
So,
yeah, 8.
An 8 is regular. Dressed up.
No, 8 is not regular. 7 is average.
No.
5.
7 is average. You just made so many guys below average. Is crazy.
What it is? 7 is average. 7 is average. Not bad and not that good. Well,
no.
Like,
5, 6 is average. 6, like 5 is average.
I won't say 5 is average. Like 5 is in the middle. That's too nice.
Ooh.
would say 6 and 7 is quite average. 7 is a little above average. Like just like a pinch.
7 is like you have a good feature about you, like you tall. You're not that good looking, but tall.
I wouldn't say like you.
Or like you
look
big.
decent.
Like you.
Average
like you
is
buff,
like decent.
Work out.
It's like you're not fat or you're not skinny.
You like right.
Like you're right in the middle.
Do
and
you work out? Or it's like that natural.
Every now and then. Flexible.
You flex.
Flexible.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you though. You gotta be working out, man. Like anybody out there, just go to the gym. Go to the gym.
It's good to go to the gym. Like I personally, I wouldn't be with.
Ever complained? Oh, my boyfriend got muscles. Like never in life.
No, but I feel like if you work out, you need to get with somebody that work out. Because if you don't, then it's like one person gonna outshine us.
I think to an extent. Because you got people that naturally have that body and don't work out.
Dude, imagine going up a flight of
stairs. Girls.
I'm saying, imagine going up a flight of stairs and they over there huffing and puffing just because they don't work out, dude. That's why I said it's good to have somebody that like if you work out, then they need to work out too. I believe in that. Like I see the result. You feel me?
I think for like long-term relationships, you gotta be working out. Like you can't just
like it's like you seeing your other person die slowly.
Yeah,
that sounds so evil.
No, but it's like
I just said.
Yeah, why you not? Just go for a walk.
Imagine like you wake up right. And you over there on the floor doing your push-ups and they still on bed. They still
snoring it up, ready to snoring. It's like
okay, let's get back to our topic. We way off. We so off. Okay, representation. Okay, so I could say throughout my life, I've had a few adults that like made the biggest difference in my life, and the way they represented that in such a way that like they're a part of the reason that I am who I am today. So I want to give a shout out to some of my people. You feel me? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so my first shout out is to my Dada Tidia, Dada you. You did the thing, first of all. No, I'm so grateful to be like a part of another person's family. Like, and the things that I learned, like what? Like today I can actually like help other people when they're in situations because of what I learned with my Dada. Like it's so amazing. And the funny thing is, I was around kids, so now I'm a teacher for little kids.
So it's like a representation of what it's like to be a mother or a teacher.
It was a representation.
She represented that to you.
Yeah, in a way. And she was an amazing teacher for me. Like I learned so much. She used to laugh at me.
I think somebody like that would be like doing Honathon for me. It would be like, it was kind of cool to see what it would like to be like having a father around, because he was always there, like no matter what events. And this guy works, man. I think he one of the hardest workers I know, like top 3 easy hardest workers I know. And to see him just like make time, like he'd wake up, we'd have an event, and he'd have like something to do with his daughters later in the evening. So he'd wake up like extra early, this, that, and the other to get it done, so then he can make these events. And I'm just like,
I feel like that's what parents supposed to do.
That's the kind of father I want to be.
You're supposed to wake up before your child.
Yeah,
that's the real.
No,
I don't know.
Not wake up before your child. He
take time, spend
he wakes
time.
up early enough that he's like able to come home and sometimes eat dinner and stuff. Like he prioritizes his children, and I like that.
That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know what people doing nowadays, because that's weird. That's how it's supposed to be. Even if you in and out, like, even if you live out of the country and you doing stuff for your family, you still supposed to be able to, when you come into that country with your kids, you're supposed to still spend time with your family, because that's how you build your family, you know? But, yeah, my Dada, she really taught me so much, and I'm so grateful. So, shout out to my Dada. True servant for y'all, man.
I think having those representations just... I think showing them. You know how we have on New World? We have those what do you call those people who like on the boards?
They call the
I forgot what
I forgot what they call.
But these are representations of different things. Courage and parenting, and like you should have parenting and have masculinity and femininity. So like having those things represented to you. And I think starting from like a young age where like they put a certain a level of importance on them.
Mm.
Like to be a feminine woman is important, man. It's like you need it because I think I was listening to this interview and this guy was talking about how he has like this female, like this woman as his like vice president or like PA something.
Everybody need that. I feel like
he was saying was guys on the crew. Like he was a construction company. Like guys on the crew are crazy. So he can scream, or he can send his PA, and she goes a soft voice, and she's speaking in Spanish, and you just calm down.
Yeah, you need that balance.
Right?
I feel like
So,
you need a woman to
I
balance.
could just go and scream like, yo, da-da-da-da-da. Like, go do this, that, and the other. And they're like, man, whatever. If you go, like, you're not screaming at a woman with, like, a soft voice and she's in her feminine energy. You're just like, damn. Like,
That's why you need a female and a male.
No, you
That's why I said king and queen. You need both. You need both, what do you say? You need...
both energies?
Not energies, but, like, perspectives. Because women have a different perspective than men.
Yeah, because guys are harsh, man.
Yeah, they be kind of rough.
Let's do this now.
And the girls have like a more emotional and like, how would I say, like
And you need, also, I think women protect you emotionally. I think something like Andrew Tate said. He was like, women protect you emotionally. Like I think it was 006. She was telling me that. She was like, basically, you have feminine energy and like it can surround you. It can stop like different energies from outside forces that you might not even know about happening. That feminine energy can like protect you, like mentally, spiritually, even psychologically, just protect you from those things. Because as a male, you're supposed to go out and
like
deal with the world and all the craziness. And you need somebody at home to protect. Like when you back home,
you need peace.
You need peace, man. You need.
I mean, that's why God wanted Eve to be with Adam. He needed a partner.
Nah, yeah, because man's was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
the crazy stuff.
The world was crazy. Yeah. Man's needed somebody to talk to.
He was just moving around.
Man's needed somebody to talk to.
I mean, I think even in terms of like guidance, like people always like, oh, I need to be like say it loud for men to hear you, but it's like, oh, that's so dumb. It's like guys scream at each other all the time, and you don't get nowhere. And unless, like, you're not going to out-alpha the alpha. And you're not going to out-alpha this.
You need the Indians. Like, you need the betas.
No. But what I'm saying is that feminine energy, right? When I get back home, my wife is like, hey, Asalio, what you think about doing this? She's not like, Asalio, do this. Like, she's not trying to get all her masculine energy.
Commanding
and she's
like,
like,
stuff
you know, do this, and the other. Like, Wes, because I said so. It's like, I do this at work all the time. I run them. $multi-million business, and I'm yesterday. Come on now, stop playing. But if my wife is like, hey, yesterday, like she, rubbing on my back and giving me a little back massage, and she's like, yesterday, I think you should do this. I'm just like, really, baby? Tell me why. And she tells you why, and you're just like, that makes sense. But I didn't think about it like that. But I can't. If she gave it to me any kind of way, if she said it any kind of way, I'd be like, bro, what? Like,
thinking twice.
Exactly. I'm like, why you leave me alone? Like, let me deal with this.
Leave me alone.
And so having that representation, and it goes to show you, like, even with children, that representation for the mother and like showing what the mother's role is. Bring back the representation since you always say, but so it shows a sons what masculinity looks like, and it shows like what responsibility, accountability looks like.
How to treat a woman.
How to treat a woman. How to treat your woman. And, like, how to treat your daughter. And so, like, because kids pick up on all this weird stuff. They just watching.
And everybody be thinking that kids don't see stuff. They see everything.
No one thinks that kids don't see stuff.
People think that
kids see everything.
Kids see everything and everything else. Okay?
They hear everything, too. Kids
yeah. They be repeating, too.
Yeah, that's funny.
Y'all better be careful what y'all be saying around y'all kids and what y'all listen to. Y'all remember what we were saying.
Low vibrations.
None of that low vibration stuff, okay?
Keep the low vibrations away from me.
So who would you say that that is a woman that represents how can I say this? Who I don't want to say this in a special way. That's gonna sound two different ways. Okay, what women do you know that made a big impact on your life besides our mother? Dang, you gonna offend people?
No, I'm not. I think somebody like Mona Lisa. We had this in high school. We had this teacher. She was Russian. She's an old Russian, and she's really harsh. She's
rough.
Like yeah,
Rough.
yeah. But I think the impact she had on me, and it's something I learned like over 3 years. She's like, yeah, man. No one cares. Like no. In a sense, like no one cares. Like if you flunk out of this class, no one cares. I'm gonna still get paid. Life is still gonna go on. You're gonna get out of high school. You're gonna be a bum, and no one cares. And she's like, the best thing you can do is just like do your best. And I like once you understand that no one cares, it makes life goes easier. Because if you looking around for somebody to care, for somebody to like wipe your tears,
Like I said, somebody to clap for you.
yeah, it's like
Stop looking for that.
No one cares. It ain't gonna happen for you. And I don't know. That kind of it stuck with me like even to this day. Like I don't care that no one cares either. No, really. Like I stopped caring about a lot of stuff. Like you tell me, oh yeah, to the Yale, you think you're this, that, and the other. I'm just be like, cool. Glad you think that way. Hope you still sleep well at night, because I know I do. Because again, I don't care.
That's depending on people that clap for you when you already doing something right. The natural laws. I keep forgetting how you say this, but the natural laws, they protect you no matter who claps and who doesn't clap for you. No matter what happens, you're gonna be blessed because you're doing right. You know.
Wait, when you say Ima, like when you say our mom, do you mean like just Ima Hoshaya, or like Ima Saya, Ima Palia?
That's all your.
I got like 4 of the moms, man. 5 of the moms.
Well, I guess.
Cause I mean, when I say, man, I think we talked to her like more than any other of our different moms. It was, I don't know, when I say she was always like just dropping wisdom bombs.
Shout out to Marcia. Oh yeah.
I love you, Marcia. But she had an impact on me because I don't know. I think about like 18, 17, 18. I was like going through it, trying to figure out like what the heck is Yatsurio supposed to be, really. Like, what does Yatsurio mean in the sense of like who I am? And she kind of like stopped me from doing a lot of dumb stuff I thought I was gonna do. And I think she impacted me in a way where I think some saying she said was, "Who's smarter, the guy who can perform surgery on you, or the guy who can prevent you from having it?" And that made me want to be like, I'd love to be the guy who could prevent you from having it. And so like that's just kind of been my my thought process, just who I'm trying to be as a person, the guy who can prevent you from going through these trials and tribulations of life, and avoid certain potholes. Like I don't have to go through certain things because I just listen to people who've been through them. And before I was quite a arrogant person. I was like, oh man, I just do it myself and figure it out and this and the other. Like after talking to her for like years on end, because I'm a stubborn person, then it kind of made life a little bit easier. And I think something she told me about the Bible. She was like, take all the stories out, take all of the religion out of it. Does it still make sense? Like, does the law still make sense? And she's like, if it does, then just do that. Like, just if it says don't kill and killing is bad, don't kill. It makes sense. Like, take the story, take the Hebrewism, cause I was like, why? This is before I got into like different philosophies. Like, this is before I even got into like deep reading and stuff like that. I was like, why would someone want you to be good and give you the possibility to do bad? It's like, that don't make sense to me. And she was like, if you couldn't do bad, you're not really good. Like, if there's no possibility of bad, are you really a good person? Or you just don't have the opportunity to do bad stuff? But once given the opportunity to do bad and you still choose to do good, that shows that you're a good person. And I was like, oh, wow, that makes sense. And so I think that kind of influence that she had on me, it stuck with me even to this day. Where it's always like, I had the opportunity to do some bad things, but
I chose to be great.
I would choose to do the right thing. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes in the past, I've done the bad things and those consequences that follow, and I was like, well, bad things have consequences now. That's fun. And so, like, it kind of stuck with me, like, bad things have consequences. good things also have consequences, and we call it the law of relativity. So what goes around comes around, basically. Whatever you put out into the universe comes back to you. Yeah, any given point in time. And I kind of like that, and yeah, it definitely has an effect on me even to this day. Shout out to Marseille. Shout out to Marseille.
That reminds me of my dad, Alpazia.
Really?
Yeah.
I was never really close to her.
I was really close. I'm really close to her.
That's what I know about her. She sings.
So, like, I think towards my teenager years, then I grew like really close to her, and like I had some things that I was going through mentally, and so because I figured she's a spiritual person as well.
She is?
Yeah, it's very. And so, like, we just bonded. I don't know why, but I tend to bond with older people all the time.
Most of my friends older than me.
But yeah, she really helped me mentally, spiritually, just like find my way in a way. Because like I was going through a lot. I was feeling so many emotions, having weird dreams, you know.
Say what Day Hunt on did for you, Dan, I guess.
Stuff like that, and I feel like if I didn't have that guidance, I don't know where I would be today, mentally. Because the mental part of that type of thing is like really important and like scary
So
at
you
the
was
same
going
time.
crazy, huh?
I wasn't going crazy.
Put you in a straitjacket and
I was just going through stuff.
like what?
Like I would have dreams about stuff, and then it would really come true.
Did I die? I knew one of these dreams.
No.
Oh.
Now, and like it was just, I feel like I was feeling other people's emotions. You ever feel something, but you know it wasn't? It's like you take something, but you know it's not yours.
Yeah, you did
but
that. You did that to me one time. I didn't like it. I hated it actually.
And I felt like I could feel everybody's emotions in the room, and I could tell somebody's story without even knowing them.
Yeah,
without even asking.
When we was living on Herzl, I was walking home one day. I think this after like I was in my heartbreak phase, you know, stuff like. But I don't know, I was going through it, man, and like I was just keeping it to myself. I didn't really like express nothing. I was just really like just to myself for a couple months. I think you walked past me one day. I think you like touched my shoulder. You said you sound weird. I'm like, what are you touching me for? Don't touch me. It's like, oh, Leo, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. And you broke down what I was feeling like. You was like, yeah, you keep it. I just felt you like. I feel like you keep it stuff you keep it stuff to yourself, even though you're so heartbroken. You should tell her about it. You should talk to somebody about it. And I was like, I've never told you. Like, I don't think you knew that
I didn't know.
Me and Zed even broke up. And I was like, how you know that?
Yeah, I had to really control I had to control that, because if I didn't control that, I would have found myself in a really dark place.
I'm about to say,
imagine feeling everybody's emotions, tapping into all these energies without even being able to control. It was scary. And I was it was dark. Like I feel like I was in a dark place at some point.
Can't you turn it off though?
It's not a turn off for me. It's just like controlling what you want to feel in a way. But it's not a turn off. Like I feel like sometimes I feel kind of detached from that.
It's not a turn off, but when I say turn off, I mean
I know what you mean.
I'm able to
turn off your feelings at some point and
I'm
just
able to
block
turn
them
down.
out in a way.
Kind of like everything. Like if I want to turn on like my moral code, I can just turn it off and just do anything. Basically, I can like justify. I can convince myself to do anything, and not even much convincing. It's like, yeah, we need to do this. All right, let's do it. And it's like it's there. I can turn off like the emotions of caring, so I can be like just all the sympathy, all the emotional.
Yeah,
but like just down to a.
It was hard for me to do that because like I didn't even know what I was feeling really. Like I just knew the feelings I was feeling wasn't mine. And then I felt so freaking alone. Yo, imagine feeling all of that and like I felt so alone.
I remember you told me that one.
I felt so alone. Like I used to
living in Israel. I mean, we was living in 418.
It was 418 in Herzl. Like I felt so alone and nobody could understand me. But I felt very emotional. I was an emotional person even when I was a kid though. Like crying. Yeah, I was very emotional. Like even as a kid, like I used to go to sleep crying. Like
wait, what? Really?
Yes. Like I was just an emotional
I
person.
only did that a couple times.
But I mean, I've learned so much from my dada, and I'm like internally grateful for that because I don't know where I would be without her spiritually.
That's good,
And
man.
that's a shout out to my dada. You changed my life, and I'm so happy that I have you in my life today.
People like that, it's so weird because you never expect to meet people like that. Like, you don't go around life like, I should meet Jada Pazzi.
She was my principal growing up when we was in
Yeah,
like
like-
kindergarten.
No, it wasn't kindergarten.
I was in
No,
kindergarten.
it was first grade.
That's kindergarten,
That's
boy.
not-
It is.
Yo, first grade is not kindergarten. Bro, you a teacher, you don't know these things?
It is. Pre-K is like daycare.
Listen, big brother knows best. Right?
I'm
So,
the teacher.
That's a
Okay.
good point. That's a good point.
Kindergarten is first to like, what is it? First to sixth grade. That's kindergarten.
That's
What is it called then?
elementary.
They call it the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It is.
Kindergarten is like 5 or like 4 and 5.
You know what grade you go in? First grade.
6.
That's the same thing, boy.
All right, now you about to tell me 16 and 17 is the same thing. 17 and 18 is
Boy,
the same thing.
shut
Yeah,
up.
you gonna catch a case when you grow up.
Hold
you
up.
know? I'm telling you.
I'm gonna look this up because he trying to play me.
I'm trying to play you,
Yeah.
bro. Listen, the only thing I'm trying to play is Call of Duty. No, but having somebody like that in your life is quite essential, cause you never know, like, you're going down that dark path until like you in retrospect and you're just like, oh wow, I was really going down the wrong path in life. If I didn't have this person, I really don't know where I would have ended up. Like, I think at 17, when Dory Hunt was like telling me like, yo, call your Abba, and I'm like, low.
Not low.
No, I really told him like, low. I don't. Why? Like, why would I do that? Like, I'm for what? And he was like, so imagine you 30 and you and your Abba don't have no like relationship. And I was like, he's like, you want that? And like, I was like, like part of me wanted to say yeah, but part of me just knew that was a lie. Like, part of me just knew all I really wanted was a relationship. Like, all I really wanted was just like, hey, Abba, how you doing? Like,
Now y'all like besties now.
I mean,
Tech besties.
yeah, I mean, I like business
You
partner.
bond.
I take business partner over bestie. Bestie sounds fruity. Ain't gonna bestie. Some butty boy stuff.
Anyways, so,
Oh, you so dumb. Anyway, guys. So, that's episode 4. Wrapping up episode 4 of Solutions Speak podcast.
yes,
Again,
yes.
if you listen to us on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment your favorite everything we said. Comment. Just give us a comment, a shout out, or whatever it is.
Repost.
Yes. Please repost. Share it to your family, friends, colleagues, husbands, wives, cats, and dogs. Everybody can give it a listen.
Yes,
If you listen to us on any podcasting platform, give us a like, give us a review, and stay tuned. Every Tuesday, Solutions Speak podcast is dropping an episode. That's Tuesday at noon every week. Stay tuned. Get popcorn. If you're at work, tell your boss you need a sick day off because Solutions Speak is dropping. We are the second highest rated, most listened to podcast in Nairobi, Kenya.
Yes, yes.
Don't look that up again.
Yes.
Guys, just take the word of your host, Akia Tiliel.
And a cult to Shamia.
Yes, we are Hebrews. We never lie.
Israel,
Anyway.
we go hard.
Yes, sir.
You can do your own thing, but you can't go hard. It's us, Israel, we go hard. Israel, we go hard. Israel, we go.